Hello, I'm Kristen Wongi.
And I'm Daniel Morales.
Today we will be covering the Nacogdoches Film Festival, two of NAC's very own local coffee shops, and more entertainment news. You're watching The Mix. Fox has 3 superhero movies in the works: Silver Surfer, Doctor Doom, and X-Men. Fans have been weary from the last time the Silver Surfer was in the movies, but Fox is bringing in a comic book veteran as Brian K. Vaughan joins the staff as a writer. Will it be a hit or flop? Only time will tell.
Last week, it was announced that Mark Hamill, better known as Luke Skywalker from Star Wars, will be awarded the Walk of Fame star March 8th. He will soon be sharing a spot among iconic stars on Hollywood Boulevard. He started his career with minor TV spots until landing his first major role as Luke in the 1977 George Lucas film, A Star Wars. Last Thursday, the movie star took to Twitter celebrating this news. Among the tweets, he took a political stab towards President Trump, tweeting, "When part of me doubts I deserve such an honor, I remind myself that someone got a star for just one crappy reality show."
Intel is partnering with Microsoft, Dell, HP, and Lexovo to develop 5G laptops. With 2019 holiday season as their slated release date, Intel wants to make modems for the laptops capable for 2G, 3G, and LTE, since 5G technology doesn't seem promising by then. Currently, AT&T and Verizon are rolling out their networks by the end of 2018. However, T-Mobile is looking at the end of 2019.
The 2018 Winter Olympics were held in Pyeongchang, South Korea from February 9th to February 25th. A total of 92 nations participated in sports ranging from ice skating to bobsledding. The United States proudly took home a total of 23 medals. America's Shaun White performed beautifully in the halfpipe, and the U.S. women's hockey team won its first gold medal in 20 years in an intense battle against Canada. In the meantime, Olympians can now look forward to traveling to Beijing, China for the 2022 Winter Olympics.
Brendan Fraser swung into the hearts of many with his role in George of the Jungle and The Mummy. After seeing a decline in his work, the actor has come out with some shocking information explaining the cause of this. According to Fraser, in 2003, he was sexually harassed by the then president of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, Philip Burke. The incident happened at a Beverly Hills hotel where Burke grabbed the other inappropriately in an inappropriate manner. After this age and his numerous stunts began to take a toll on Fraser, in 2008, he was in and out of hospitals for several years. This was due to the numerous back and knee surgeries that were needed.
Rainbow Six Siege has recently been running its new season on its test servers. The new season, Operation Chimera, comes with 2 new operators as well as a new zombies mode for the game. After a strange space probe lands in New Mexico, the general populace becomes infected. Players will face zombies like the Breacher, which explodes near the player and destroys walls. The Rooter, which burrows into the ground, has the ability to slow the players. The Apex, which has the ability to summon more zombies as well as blind the player, and the Smasher, which has a reinforced hide that takes more damage. The Zombies mode will allow more players to choose from a pre-selected roster of operators and their gadgets. The new operators this season will be included in the roster. The new operator, Finka, has a group heal ability which also allows the player to revive down teammates. The other new operator, Lion, has a drone which allows him to monitor enemies that are on the move. The new season and zombie mode will be released to public servers on March 6th.
The current trend in Hollywood is to reboot beloved childhood franchises like Transformers, Ninja Turtles, and now He-Man's The Masters of the Universe. Recently, concept art for the Masters of the Universe movies has begun to surface, showing the new design for the beloved bad guys of the series. Some of the characters shown are Skeletor, Trapjaw, and King Hiss. The characters stay faithful to their TV counterparts, but only time will tell if these images are true.
Vance Joy, writer and singer of the 2013 hit Riptide, debuted his new album on February 23rd. Joy's second album, titled Nation of Two, features 13 songs and averages to about 45 minutes of listening pleasure. Nation of Two is the Romantics' essential album, with every song offering a bright melody and upbeat tune. Each song employs different instruments that help give them a distinct sound, easily distinguishable from the rest. The album is a huge step in the right direction for Joy and is sure to have an uplifting song find its way into everyone's playlist.
In the latest music news, Big Sean, hip-hop artist, has postponed his upcoming Unfriendly Reminder tour. Big Sean has apologized and said his tour has been postponed because he's in a deep creative space and wants to stay focused in the studio. All we know is that this tour will have Playboy Cardi and Shy Glizzly as opening acts, and a customized set list by the fans. The Unfriendly Tour will revisit a lot of old music and known classics. The set list is fully customized by the fans, which was voted on them earlier this month. Furthermore, Big Sean hasn't given any news on when the tours will be back on, so stay tuned.
A new OVA for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was announced for July 19th of this year. The OVA will be adopting the second volume of the Thus Spoke Rohan Kisebe series of spin-offs, Matsukabe Hill. Starting with the titular character, Rohan, looking for inspiration for story, upon research he learns of an urban legend that turns out to be reality. This will be the second of the Thus Spoke Rohan Kisebe series stories to be adopted after Millionaire's Village, which came out last year around the same time. The timing has people convinced that the Rohan OVAs will be an annual summer release.
When we return, Anna Kaneho and I discuss local coffee shops around Nacogdoches. So stay tuned, you're watching The Mix. Welcome back. Anna and I visited two of the best local coffee shops NAC has to offer. Here's more on that experience. We are going to be doing Battle for the Coffee.
Coffee shops, it's gonna be Thumpers and it's gonna be Java.
And we're going to be getting a caramel,
Ice caramel macchiato.
right, because I don't know coffee at all, and you love coffee.
I love coffee.
So this is going to be a really interesting thing to see who wins Battle for the Coffee. We're here at Java Jack's, and so far, we walked in, the place is very lovely, the people are nice. Downstairs a little claustrophobic, ceiling's a little low, but upstairs is pretty nice.
And we're tasting caramel macchiato.
Yes.
So
Let's go ahead and go.
Yeah, we're gonna give it a try.
All right, cheers. Cool. Is that chocolate? Tastes like there's chocolate.
chocolate.
Yeah.
It has this like odd flavor.
Yeah. You can taste the
One of
caramel.
them is like, wait,
What?
I
You can
can't think
taste
of it. I can't think of it. It tastes like something though.
With enough coffee, we'll get it down. We promise.
I can't taste the caramel though.
You can't taste the caramel, so that's kind of one of those. Well, but you can taste the espresso, which is one of the categories we were looking for. And you can also taste. You can taste the milk.
It tastes the milk. I think it's even.
Even.
The espresso and the milk are both even now.
Yeah, it's like, so they have that balance, which is good. And as far as likability, like I actually am enjoying this, which is weird. Normally I don't enjoy coffee, but this is actually not so bad.
It has its own flavor.
It does have its own flavor, and it still tastes like chocolate, which I don't know why.
Well,
You.
I really don't think it's strong in espresso though.
It's strong.
Maybe for you that you don't get espresso, but for me,
It's a little weak. Alright, so this is coffee number 1, and we're gonna see how it fares up against coffee number 2.
okay. So we're at second place, Thumpers, and we're gonna get started.
Yeah. So you were
So-
saying the color is really
Yeah,
nice.
the color is brown, which means there's less milk, which is a good thing because you know it's coffee.
It's coffee. It should probably, yeah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and taste it and see how this one is.
I can smell the espresso, so
I can taste it.
oh,
All right.
I like it.
You like it? I can see what she means now by like the other one did not taste like.
And you can
coffee.
taste the caramel.
Yeah, you can
You
also
can taste the caramel.
Yeah, it's not chocolate. Because like the chocolate was nice in the other one, but like.
I taste the caramel. Smell the espresso. Can't hardly taste the milk, but it's
Yeah.
still sweet though because of the caramel.
I don't know. This one's like smoother to it. This one has a kick, and
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
enjoying
you-
that.
You can definitely smell the espresso, so it has some. We kind of struggle to find the table,
Exactly.
and you can buy a planner. You can buy a book.
There's a lot of things you can buy here. So we'll go ahead and then we'll get back to you on the outro. So do you want to go ahead and talk about Java first since we went there first?
Like the atmosphere, it was like a bunch of space, a bunch of table, but the coffee.
The coffee, that was a slight problem. I enjoyed it because I'm not a heavy coffee drinker, so I was like, okay, there's not strong espresso. You, on the other hand, were
It wasn't that strong, so I didn't taste the caramel, and I like caramel, so.
it tasted like chocolate. I'm still bothered by that. As far as the atmosphere too, if you want to like study, it's probably better because there's like food.
There's a second floor,
Which
there's
is
a
a-
lot of space.
Yeah, the second floor is a lot more room to it. The first floor is a little low ceiling. Yeah, little jarred by that.
But it was really good. I really liked the atmosphere. I could see myself going over there and studying.
And the price there was around
$4.49.
$4.49. And then we went to Thumpers. And as far as Thumpers, the coffee was a lot stronger there, and that's when I tasted the espresso.
You couldn't find any tables.
No, that was also kind of a problem. We had to wait for somebody to move.
There's no food, unlike
Yeah.
Java Jacks. You can find food there.
There was like small desserts there, but there wasn't like actual substance food. But the initial cup, it looked really nice. Like, it just looked pretty.
And it has a quote. Did you see
Yeah,
it?
it had
It has a Bible.
Yeah, it had a Bible quote on it. So, I mean, that's also kind of like, oh, that's cute and nice. My favorite thing is still the kids' corner. But as far as if you want to study, it's kind of harder because there's not as much seating. There is stuff everywhere, so you can easily get distracted like me.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was really bright, and it was kind of like hot. I kind of felt kind of hot. Well,
Yeah.
no, it's because it was so bright.
So when it comes to the two places, and the coffee there was like $5.28.
Okay, so 5.28. Yeah, you can like as soon as we got it, you can smell the espresso. Milky coffee, which is that's a good thing, you guys. When you get a caramel macchiato, you gotta look at the color. If it's dark, that's a good coffee. If it's light, that means that they put a lot of milk.
Tons of milk.
Coming from a coffee addict.
From a coffee addict. All right, so that about wraps up our battle for the coffee. I guess Thumpers won coffee-wise, but Java won atmosphere-wise. We hope y'all enjoy.
Don't move. Monsters are invading gaming consoles, but don't worry. Jared Hines has got us covered in his review on Monster Hunter. Stay tuned. This is The Mix. Welcome back. Monster Hunter World has been released, and already it has been talked about as a contender for Game of the Year. Jared Hines shares his critiques on the RPG.
After a long day of dealing with people in life, everyone needs a little escape. Some pick up a controller and take up the mantle of a soldier in a first-person shooter. Others a race car driver or even a pro sports player. However, sometimes it's best to de-stress by going back to the basics and using big weapons to hit even bigger monsters. In the latest installment of the Monster Hunter series by Capcom, Monster Hunter World, you can do just that. Monster Hunter World is an open-world action role-playing game in which the player creates and takes command of a hunter of the 5th Fleet on their way to the New World research base, Astera. Their mission is to follow the Elder Dragon's migration from the Old World and discover the reason behind this phenomenon. However, soon before they reach landfall, the Zora Magdaros, a massive Elder Dragon, attacks the ship and launches the player into action. After narrowly escaping the massive dragon's maw, the player lands in the New World defenseless and is saved by the Astera field team leader, voiced by Matthew Mercer. After finally arriving at Astera, the player is reunited with their Palico and immediately put to work to uncover the mystery of the Elder Crossing. The beauty of RPGs like Monster Hunter is the ability for the player to create their own character and completely immerse themselves in the world that they have to conquer. Monster Hunter World's character creation is fairly in-depth, better than most, but a little awkward to navigate. Creating a character is fun, and one can make a character resembling themselves or go for a more outlandish-looking protagonist. What really makes character creation worth it is the ability to also customize your feline companion, the Palico. The ability for the player to make their companion look how they please is fun, cute, and provides extra attachment and sense of familiarity with the feline friend. The world in Monster Hunter is broken up into regions. The regions are of good size, which is a positive and a negative. Running back and forth through the large world chasing a dying monster gets tedious and takes a little of the in-the-moment pleasure away, especially when the monster goes in a circle. However, the large world and detailed environment is not only aesthetically pleasing, but is essential to the explorative atmosphere of the game. This helps to feel the need to discover, essential to the game's functions. Equipment production or upgrading process, like everything else, is in-depth with a wide variety of armors available to make and upgrade, each one providing different stats and resistances. Weapons also offer a wide variety of options, with each weapon set being broken down into trees. In order for the player to unlock the trees, they need to gather resources and get research points in certain areas and with certain monsters. The Palico's equipment can also be enhanced or replaced, and dressing them up is heartwarming and rewarding. The most rewarding experience, however, is in the name of the game, monster hunting. Employing one of the many weapon sets, players are able to take down the prehistoric-looking beasts in devastating or graceful ways. Each weapon set has its own unique ability that makes the process of trying them out exciting and essential to finding your playstyle. Some weapons, like the hunting horn, are as much a support instrument as they are a ground-shaking great weapon. The only complaint about the actual fighting process is the difficulty of aiming at the monsters themselves. There are many times where I found myself swinging wildly in the opposite direction of the monster, even though I was locked onto them and was supposed to be aimed right at them. Despite this, it is still satisfying when the monsters are vanquished and hit the ground with a mighty thump. Overall, Monster Hunter World is a pleasant playing experience, even if one is playing solo like I did. However, the gameplay is made significantly better with a team. With Spring Break coming up and the possibility of sitting down and putting many hours into the game looming, the appeal of the game grows. So grab some good friends and settle in for the long haul, because Monster Hunter World has my official thumbs up of approval. I'm Jared Hines, and stay tuned for more of The Mix.
When we return, students in SFA share their tips for spring break. Don't go away, you're watching The Mix.
Right here. Spring break is upon us. The Mix sent out our very own Tegan Mingo to ask students for their advice about spring break.
Hi, I'm Tegan Mingo with the SFA crew, and today we're doing Man on the Street Spring Break Edition. Stay tuned.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, I'm here with.
Bad Side Rogers.
That's kind of dope, actually, now that I think about it. Okay. Okay. So what are your plans for spring break, or what's your perfect spring break?
Well, I'd really love to survive. That'd be kind of fun. I've never really survived spring break before.
In reality, I'm probably just gonna visit home with my parents. It's sad, but
That's not sad at all. That's actually good, like good downtime, spending time with your family, all that jazz.
It's spring break, you know. Well, my mom got a pool, so automatic pool party, you know. Chilling with my homeboys, my cousins, taking care of my dog and my sister and my nephew. That's really it.
Okay, see, he's handling responsibilities, but he's also turning up at home.
Group of guys and I were going to South Padre. So, yeah, that's what we're doing.
They about to turn up, man.
I'm probably gonna go to Padre and then end up South by Southwest. Yeah, I'm just looking for the livest events.
I'll probably go skating with my girlfriend and, well, I don't know. Maybe South by Southwest. I don't know. I'm keeping my options open and just ready to take on anything that comes with spring break.
What tips would you have for somebody who's going on spring break?
To take a bunch of waters with them and to, of course, stay hydrated and always have someone that's sober, because there can be like plenty of bad situations that you can get into and you will regret after.
I think for spring break you should never do it alone. You should always go out with family, friends. I think it'd be nice just to surround yourself with good people no matter where you are.
just have fun, be safe, and just enjoy yourself. It's spring break. You got a whole week off of school.
Definitely don't do hotel. Get an Airbnb. It's much cheaper. You save money. Research everything, first, Bring lots of water. Suntan lotion. You need suntan lotion if it's going to be bright and sunny. That's about it.
Always have a buddy with you. Don't drink in unfamiliar places. And, always have your location on so somebody know if you don't come back at a certain time, call the police.
Okay, that's it, our spring break edition. Stay tuned for more. Follow us at our Twitter page, The Crew SFA, and our Facebook page, SFA The Crew. Stay safe, everybody.
That's it for this edition of The Mix. Please be safe during spring break. We'll have more entertaining content and news whenever you return. This has been The Mix.